high schools in the entire nation. Yeah. We are, year in and year out, ranked in the top 3% of high schools across the country. You take countless AP exams, our average ACT score is well above the state average. You know we are not an ordinary high school. And I know we are not an ordinary high school. But what is really exciting about this time and this moment is when from someone on the outside, someone who's not a Norseman, understands and acknowledges that we are an extraordinary high school. So that moment and that celebration begins now, and that's made possible because of all of you students who work hard. So first and foremost, I want you to give yourselves a round of applause. To continue our celebration, I'd like to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Tom Harwood.
Well, I once again want to echo Ms. Murray's comments about thanking you for this short notice of coming here today. We have the pleasure of having Mr. Mike Flanagan, our State Superintendent, to join us here today. It is an opportunity for us to showcase and reflect on the many things that are happening in our school district and here at Grosse Pointe North High School. We should be very proud of what we were able to share with him today and what he was able to see. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce Mr. Mike Flanagan. I know in my interactions with him, he has a passion for education and a commitment to the students across the state. And it's our privilege to be able to have him here with us today. So this time I'd like to introduce Mr. Mike Flanagan.
Good afternoon, Norsemen. I'm not one, but after the last hour or so, I wish I was. I should be so proud. And I want to also introduce some other folks joining me today from Lansing who are elected statewide to the State Board of Education. And if they stand up, Kathleen Strauss, Lupe Ramos, Montini, and Cassandra Holbrecht, who are State Board of Education members. We're here to celebrate your academic success. I wake up every day and I feel responsible for 2 million students that are in our state, in 4,000 schools. And when I saw a little bit of what I saw this morning, the mentor program, the rounds that kids are making in actual real life high schools, I sat there and thought, how can we be in a position where we can actually expand this statewide so that everyone else has these same experiences? And it's such a privilege to be with you for that period of time. It's also a great privilege for you to be recognized pretty much every year, I think, as America's best school in publications like Newsweek, U.S. News, and Report, Washington Post. I mean, it's unbelievable. I want to applaud all of you, students, teachers, coaches, administration, board, community, for this tremendous effort that you put forth to gain these achievements. It's really obvious that you have teachers here. My favorite people, my favorite profession. You have teachers here at Grosse Pointe North who are committed to your learning and using new methods of instruction, new innovations, to in turn inspire you as students and to also want to learn more themselves and achieve even more in their academic endeavors. In fact, my daughter, Krista, is a teacher here. Well, not right here. She's in Grosse Pointe schools, but she's not in this school where I would have her stand up and she would kill me. And she's on maternity leave, but just to tell you the kind of reason I have so much inspiration about teachers is because in this case, she's coming back a little early from her permitted maternity leave to go back to middle school because she wants to be with her students before the end of the year. And this is just something I think you can see it in Oklahoma, you can see it in Boston. Teachers are heroes. They're something we should be so proud of, and I hope others of you will consider that a profession. Please give them a hand. Everyone's been influenced by teachers. Mayor Novicki, senior citizens in this area, Superintendent Harwood, Principal Murray, each and every teacher. I have my own. I started to mention this to some students just before we started, and I said, you don't want to hear this twice, but I grew up in New York City, and I was in 8th grade, what you might call a burnout. The teachers there would not believe what I do now. And I had a teacher, Miss Cuber, who came up to me and said, we're going to put you in a special program. And I didn't really care, special program, I didn't know if that meant special education or what. It turns out she said, we're going to put you in the 89er program. And I said, what's that? She said, 8th graders doing 9th grade work. And I said, I'm not doing 7th grade work. You know, are you getting this? But I think once you have teachers around you who believe in you and inspire, if you can see that vision for yourself, every one of us who was put into that program ended up turning our lives around. I had a great family, I had wonderful parents, I'm the oldest of 8 of so they were busy. But in this particular case, it was Miss Cuber who's passed, but I thanked her many times over the years for what she did for my own life. So thanks to all the teachers who've chosen this noble profession. So one other thing I'd like to do today, by the way, is I'd also like to share some good news with you, something that, frankly, I kept a secret from pretty much everyone here until today. We have over 100,000 teachers in Michigan, and I want to just tell you right now, let me cut to the chase. For the 2013-2014 Michigan Teacher of the Years here in this room, it's Mr. Abu. Over to the Michigan Teacher of the Year. I have 100,000 teachers in this state. Gary is the first teacher in the Grosse Pointe school system to be honored as Michigan Teacher of the Year. He will be the spokesperson for all Michigan teachers in this state for the 2013-14 school year. He was selected from not only 100,000 teachers, but 16 regional semifinalists. And as you know, Mr. Abu teaches physics and chemistry, something I shudder to think about, but worked at as best I could in high school. I understand he didn't always want to be a teacher. From a young age, he wanted to enter the medical field, I think ophthalmology, and restored his vision and saved him from a rare degenerative eye disease. However, he began tutoring other students in science and math in high school and college. He also worked in medical research and trained staff on technology. Through this, he began to recognize how all the pieces fit together perfectly. Education was as much a life-impacting career as medicine. He decided to become a teacher and impact and help others just as he had been helped in having his sight restored. His out-of-box strategies with his students, from using cell phones to teach chemistry, supporting the bring your own device trend, engages classrooms and allows students the confidence that they're understanding the concepts he's teaching. And as Teacher of the Year, here's some of what he's going to be able to do. He's going to be able to speak on our behalf, including mine, with policymakers both in Lansing and Washington, D.C. Every place he goes, he's going to represent teachers in this state. He's going to meet with the governor and the State Board of Education. He'll have the opportunity and responsibility to sit every month with us at our State Board of Education meetings to represent teachers' voice on the decisions we make. I'm chairman of the board and state superintendent. I can't tell you how valuable the state board members know that advice is to us in the decisions we make. He's going to attend Space Camp. I don't know if he knew that was even in Huntsville, Alabama. Hey, he's going to meet next April or May with other teachers of the year in Washington, and then he's going to have his personal meeting with President Obama. And with this distinction, he's going to receive high-tech tools for use in your high school. He's going to receive the use of a new car for a year, plus much more. So, I wanted to give him a chance for those who connected to gather his thoughts. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2013-14 Teacher of the Year.
I can't even begin to describe what it feels like to stand here right now with all of you looking at me. Because, not that you're looking at me, but I have the honor of representing everything about this school, from the seats that you're sitting in, to the role that I stand in my classroom every day, and be able to represent all that and how it's brought to me to get to this point. I'm both honored, I'm both blessed to be here and be able to be in this position. It's just a true honor. And every day I get up and I tell my students this regularly. They challenge me to be my best. The colleagues that I have in this building and the mentors I have in this building, they challenge me to be my best. And since a young age as a student, I was challenged by people at Grosse Pointe North High School to be my best. And that's what brought me here today. And so I'd like to thank all of you. I'd like to thank all of you for the work that you've done with me to help me get to this point. And as some of you know, I do like technology, and I do use social media and mobile devices in the classroom. And that has also helped me to really learn from other educators outside of this school and outside of this district, and to learn how important it is to be connected and how important it is to improve the image of education by showcasing the awesome things that we do. Grosse Pointe North is a great school. It's a top school, but it's also my school and it's also our school. It's not something that we should take lightly to be here, because we have an honor and privilege to do great things. And moreover, we have an obligation to do great things. It was 11 years ago that I graduated from this high school. And at that time, I had the chance to address everyone in the graduating class, my family, my friends, and my teachers. And at that time, I remember telling people as the commencement speaker, much like Logan will do in a couple of weeks, that they have great things ahead of them. And I'm here to stand for you today to let you know that that is 100% true. There are great things for all of you, and it's because you go to high school here. I would like to end by just saying that it is not without all your support, all your challenge, and all your collaboration, but even more so, without the love of my family, and without the love of my wife, Janice, who is also a teacher at Rochester High School, who challenged me from a young age until now to always do and think about what was right and what was best for my talents and how to use them to share with others. I look forward this year to being able to represent us here at Grosse Pointe North and to be able to bring great things back to all of you to share and make us even better than we already are. Thank you so much, everyone, and look forward to this year.
leave here today is I'd like to recognize our Grosse Pointe School Board who are with us today. We have Miss Cindy Payborn, our board trustee. We have Miss Gaffin, Judy Gaffin, secretary. We have Mr. Brian Summerfield, our board trustee. And our board secretary, Lois Valenti. At this time, I'd like to hand it back over to Mr. Flanagan, who's going to introduce one more speaker.
There is one more thing, and that is Pam Harlan, Director of the Nemick Foundation, Bill Gardner from the Gardner Insurance Agency, come please make a special presentation that you're here to make for our student teacher review.
On behalf of Gardner Insurance and Nemick Insurance, we'd like to appreciate the Teacher of the Year and offer a check of $1,000